Until now, very few people know the full truth about which states actually process FMCSA applications faster than others in 2026. The FMCSA is a federal agency, so your application goes to the same national system regardless of where you live. But here's a shocker. Where you live can still affect how fast you get approved because of state-level factors like DMV processing and insurance filing speeds. I have seen carriers in some states get active in 20 days, while others in different states wait 45 days for the same federal process. The truth is, the FMCSA application itself takes 20 to 25 days from submission to active, but your state can add weeks to that timeline. Let me reveal which states help you get approved faster and which ones slow you down, But the real problem starts here when you realize your state's DMV and insurance filing speed directly impact your FMCSA approval timeline. The FMCSA handles the federal portion, but your state DMV processes your US.dot number registration and vehicle titles. Some states process DMV paperwork in 3 business days, while others take 10 business days or more. Your insurance company also files your BMC 91 with the FMCSA, and some state-based agents are faster than others. The curious part is that most new owners never consider their state's processing speed when they apply for authority. Your application could be ready for FMCSA approval, but your state DMV could be holding up your US.dot number assignment. Let me show you exactly which states help you get approved fastest. There's a hidden part in the FMCSA system that most people miss. The state-level bottleneck that can add weeks to your approval timeline. When you apply for an US.dot number, the FMCSA assigns it instantly, but some states require additional registration steps before you can operate. States like California have additional DMV processing requirements that can add 3 to 10 business days to your timeline. Other states like Kentucky and Indiana have faster DMV processing because they have fewer commercial vehicle registrations to process. The mystery is that most owners do not realize their state DMV is the reason their authority is taking longer than expected. I am going to reveal which states have the fastest DMV processing and how to avoid the slow ones. The strange thing is that after submission, your insurance company's location can affect how fast your BMC 91 filing reaches the FMCSA. Insurance companies file your BMC 91 electronically, but some state-based agents are faster than others at submitting these filings. Agents in states with more trucking activity, like Texas and Florida, file BOC 3 and insurance documents daily and know the system well. Agents in states with fewer trucking companies may only file a few times per month and are more likely to make errors. The unexpected truth is that your agent's experience level matters more than your state's laws. I have seen owners in slow states get approved faster, simply because they chose an experienced agent. Do not assume your state determines your speed. Your agent's quality matters just as much. 90% of new authorities fail right here because they choose the wrong process agent or insurance agent without checking their experience. The shocking part is that most new owners pick the cheapest agent without checking their experience or filing speed. Agents who file BOC 3 and insurance documents daily know exactly how to avoid common errors that cause delays. Agents who only file occasionally are more likely to make mistakes like mismatched names or incorrect DOT numbers. The FMCSA will reject your filing if the agent makes a single error, and you will have to start the waiting period over. Do not be one of the 90% who choose the wrong agent. Learn how to pick the right one. There's a hidden step that agents never clearly explain about the new Motu's portal anti-fraud system in 2026. The FMCSA launched a new anti-fraud registration system in May 2026 that adds biometric identification requirements. This means you will need to provide fingerprints and photo ID verification, not just paperwork, when you apply for a new MC number. This new requirement affects all states equally, but some states have faster fingerprint processing centers than others. The secret is that you can complete your biometric verification before you submit your application to avoid this delay. Most new owners do not know about this new requirement and get surprised when their application is delayed. I will show you exactly how to complete your biometric verification quickly so your application is not held up. If you miss this step of choosing the right state and agent, your authority can get delayed by 30 days or more. Your truck payment does not stop. Your bills do not stop, and your stress keeps growing while you wait for your filings to be processed. The FMCSA has a mandatory 21-day protest period that cannot be shortened, but state-level delays can add weeks to this timeline. The worst part is that most state-level delays are completely avoidable if you know which states process faster and which agents are reliable. Do not let your state or your agent be the reason your truck sits empty for another month. Choose wisely from the start so you get approved as fast as possible. Every day of delay caused by state-level processing slows down your approval process while your competition moves ahead. The FMCSA processes applications in the order they are received, but state DMV delays and insurance filing errors push you to the back of the line. The sooner you get your USDOT number assigned, your BC3 filed, and your insurance submitted, the sooner you start earning income. The FMCSA has a 10-day mandatory protest period after they approve your application and receive all compliance filings. Do not waste time waiting for slow state DMVs or inexperienced agents to get your filings right. Choose the fastest states and the most experienced agents, so your application moves forward without unnecessary delays. Those who check their state processing times properly and choose experienced agents get faster approval in 21 to 25 days. Those who do not check wait 45 to 60 days or more, wondering why their application is stuck. The difference between these two groups is not luck. It is knowing which states have faster DMV processing and which agents file correctly on the first try. Before learning these secrets, you are vulnerable to slow DMVs and inexperienced agents who cost you weeks of delay. After learning what to look for, you have control. You know exactly which states to register in and which agents to hire. You can either be the owner who gets approved in 3 weeks or the one who waits 2 months because of avoidable delays. And the most important step for choosing the fastest state comes at the very end of this video. Most people skip ahead or click away before they learn the one thing that determines how fast their state processes their paperwork. I have saved this for last because it is the thing that catches almost every new owner by surprise. You would never guess that such a simple factor could add weeks to your approval timeline, but it happens every single day. This final piece of information is what separates the owners who get approved in 21 days from those who wait 60 days. Stay with me until the end so you do not miss the most important tip of all. States like Kentucky, Indiana, and Ohio consistently have some of the fastest FMCSA processing times for new authorities. These states have high volumes of trucking companies, so their DMVs process commercial vehicle registrations quickly and efficiently. Their insurance agents are also experienced with FMCSA filings because they work with trucking companies every single day. Kentucky, in particular, is a major trucking hub with many carriers based there, so the state DMV processes USDOT registrations faster than most other states. Indiana and Ohio also have large trucking industries with experienced agents who know exactly how to file BOC 3 and insurance documents correctly. If you can register your business in one of these states, you will likely get approved faster than in other states. States like California, New York, and Florida often have slower processing times because of their massive volumes of applications. California's DMV takes 3 to 10 business days to process commercial vehicle registrations, adding significant time to your timeline. New York and Florida also have high volumes of new authority applications, which means longer wait times for DMV processing and insurance filings. The sheer number of applications in these states means your paperwork can get lost in the system or take longer to review. The FMCSA portion is the same regardless of state, but state-level bottlenecks add weeks to your timeline. If you can avoid registering in these high-volume states, you may get approved faster than owners who are stuck waiting for state processing. Before you register your business, you can research your state's DMV processing times and agent experience levels. Call your state DMV and ask how long it takes to process a commercial vehicle registration or USDOT number assignment. Ask other trucking owners in your state how long their FMCSA approval took and which agents they used. Check online forums and trucking groups to see which states have the fastest processing times and which agents are most reliable. The FMCSA portion of your application will take 20 to 25 days regardless of your state, but state-level factors can add weeks to this timeline. Do your research before you register so you know exactly what to expect and how to avoid unnecessary delays. Remember the question I started with about which states have the fastest FMCSA processing times in 2026? The truth is now in your hands. States like Kentucky, Indiana, and Ohio have fast DMV processing and experienced agents who file correctly on the first try. States like California, New York, and Florida have high volumes of applications that can delay your processing by weeks. Your approval speed depends on choosing the right state to register your business and the right agent to file your documents. Most trucking owners will never learn which states are fastest or why it matters, but you are not most owners anymore. Go research your state's processing times, choose an experienced agent, and get your authority active in 21 to 25 days. Your trucking business deserves a fast start, and now you know exactly how to get it. Before you submit your FMCSA application, there's one critical step you must take to ensure your state does not slow you down. Call your state DMV and ask them, how long does it take to process a new USDOT number registration for a commercial vehicle? If they say more than 5 business days, consider registering your business in a faster state if possible. Also ask your insurance agent, how many FMCSA filings do you process per month? If they say less than 10, find a more experienced agent who files daily. These 2 simple questions can save you weeks of delay and thousands of dollars in wasted time. Most new owners skip this step and regret it later when their application is stuck in state-level processing. Take 10 minutes to make these calls before you apply, and you will get your authority active faster than most new owners ever do. This video is for educational and informational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional legal or filing advice. I am not the FMCSA, not a government agency, and not a licensed filing agent or attorney. The information provided here is based on public FMCSA resources, independent research, and personal experience with trucking applications. Every application is unique, and your specific situation may require different steps than what is covered in this video. Always visit the official FMCSA website for the most accurate and up-to-date requirements before submitting your application. The responsibility for your application is yours alone. Use this as a guide and verify everything yourself.